Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I got some exciting news today. Every year, we are always scratching our heads of who's racing 250 West, who's racing 250 East. It's the biggest question mark all year long. It's been a question mark for me, and I'm sure it's been a question mark for you. Who will be racing Anaheim 1 this weekend? Question no more, because I got the answer right here. This information was very easy to find. In fact, if you go to AMA Pro Racing, AMASupercross.com, and go to the entries, the event entries, on the drop down options page thingy, you can easily find this information of who's racing what coast and who's racing in the 450 class. You can easily find this information. That's where I got this information. I got the rider list pulled up right here. And you know what? We'll be doing the East Coast in this video too. Let's get into it, because I know a lot of people wonder about this, and I wonder about this too, and I got my answer. And I will say, looking at the list, one name is missing from there, and the name is Justin Cooper. I looked through both entries for the first and second round of the 250 West and 250 East, so that would be Anaheim 2, Anaheim 1, and Oakland. And then Minneapolis and Arlington. I looked at both entries and I could not find Justin Cooper. But we're gonna start with 250 West, because yeah, that's the coast I will be racing this weekend on January 8th at Anaheim, California. Let's get into it here, because I'm sure everyone's dying to know. Alright, probably the guy who's gonna be most talked about on the West Coast will be Jet Lawrence. Jet Lawrence will be riding the West Division this year, and I think he'll be a lot of people's championship pick. Oh boy, let me not die while I'm making this video. I think he'll be everyone's championship pick. That's just my opinion. After looking at some of the names on here, I think he'll have a hard time with two of the riders. So yeah, Christian Craig, he's probably gonna win Anaheim 1 on Saturday. Maybe this is his year. It seems like the past 2 years for 250, it seems like everyone just has that 1 year where they're clicking, you know. Colt Nichols had it last year. Justin Cooper had it last year. Aaron Plessinger had it in 18. Cease Rule had it in 19, until obviously the famous Vegas crash. Who knows? Maybe it's Christian Craig's year. Other guys who are racing, Michael Mosiman, who I'm riding as right now. Michael Mosiman is on a gas this year, the Troy Lee Designs gas, and I was able to talk to him a bit. He's excited for the season. A lot of guys are. Pierce Brown is excited for the season, but Pierce Brown will be on the East Coast. So yeah, moving on. Joe Shimoda will be back on PC. Pro Circuit Kawasaki. Let me take a... Yeah, Pro Circuit Kawasaki has 3 riders on the West Coast. I kind of skimmed through the East Coast real quick, but it looks like, unless the entries are wrong, that 3 Pro Circuit riders will be... Oh boy, let me try not to die. Let me pull up 250 East. Yeah, it does look like that all of Pro Circuit riders, all of the Pro Circuit riders are on the West Coast. That would be Austin Fortner, Joe Shimoda, Seth Hammaker, Cameron McAdoo, um, and I said this a lot, especially after the Atlanta debacle that was Cameron McAdoo, that McAdoo needs to get away from the East Coast so he can dodge Atlanta, because Atlanta is not his best friend, let's just say that. Other guys that will be on the West Coast will obviously Austin Fortner. Last year, I would have said he would be a threat. Obviously, 2020 had an amazing year, but unfortunately, crashes like that do happen in our sport. I would have said that he was a threat last year, but I don't think Austin Fortner is a threat anymore. I actually think Austin Fortner will turn into a Brandon Hartranft, where he's in 450. No offense to Brandon Hartranft, but Hartranft's got the talent where he should not be in 250, 450 LCQs and not on a factory ride. I think his talent deserves to go straight to, and sometimes he won't even make the main, so it's weird. But that's 450 talk. Jalek Swoll, we'll see him in Anaheim this season. I do think this is Jalek Swoll's year to get a win. This is his best chance to get a win. So yeah, I think Jalek he'll be good, but I don't know about championship good, but he will be good. I do think he gets a win, kind of towards the end of the season, like Joe Shimoda last year. Unfortunately, it does not look like Colt Nichols will race the East Coast and hold the #1 plate. It looks like he is on the West Coast list. The West Coast this year is stacked. Like, this year kind of reminds me of 2018, where, like, the West Coast that year was so stacked. And then the East Coast, you had Zach Osborne, Austin Fortner, basically. That kind of reminds me of this season. It'll be interesting. Other riders that are on here, let me scroll down the list real quick. Garrett Marchbanks is on this list for the 250 West. Obviously, he had Addison's disease earlier, I believe during outdoors, so who knows how that's going to affect him. Hopefully not. Maybe he'll take out Austin Fortner this year to slap Mitch in the face again. That'd be funny. Carson Mumford, Vince Freezey. Vince Freezey's very interesting. He spent many years. This is actually not his first time doing 250s for Supercross, but I believe, and don't quote me on this, I believe this is his first time doing 250 West Coast. He was a East Coast rider back in the day. Like, I think his last year was 14. Oh, wait a sec. I think he was in West Coast in 14. Don't quote me on that. I think I remember seeing him in the West in 2014. But yeah, as a 250 rider, he was okay. He wasn't a dominant, like he wasn't a Joe Shimoda. I believe he may have gotten a podium, maybe. Once again, don't quote me on that. You can go back and watch the bar to bar episodes for the 250 class or the lights class and find out for yourself. Other guys are probably names you won't recognize. So yeah, I want to move on to the 250 East here. And 250 East this year is not very stacked, but like I said, 250 East, as I said, Justin Cooper, I can't seem to find his name on here. Maybe when I'm scrolling this time I'll see it, but anyway, let's get to the 250 East Coast. Once again, not as stacked as the West, but I do think it'll be interesting. I think the favorite coming in will be Hunter Lawrence and RJ Hampshire. They're kind of the two biggest names on this coast. No offense to the other rider. I maybe they'll go 1 and 2 in the points, and it also depends on where Justin Cooper ends up too. Because I can't seem to find him on this list. Other names, Max Vollen. I actually got that information from Ian Harrison, the team manager from Red Bull KTM. I was talking to him earlier before Christmas, and he shed some light on that information. So Ian Harrison straight up told me that Max Vollen will be racing East Coast this year, and it is confirmed. Styles Robertson's on the East Coast. Joshua Varese, we got honestly, as far as the big names, there's not much on here. There's not much on here. This title, the 250 East title this year, it also depends on where Justin Cooper goes, but the 250 East title is very much up in the air. Like, a lot of the big names, and who knows, maybe one of the pro circuit guys moves to the East or something like that. But right now, as far as the lists are concerned, this 250 East title is going to be interesting. Let me know who you think is going to win the West and the East from the names I've mentioned. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.